coming to the case of India, which is called the mother of democracy, Prime Minister Modi and the ruling party are saying that India is the mother of democracy, Vishwaguru. But we know that RSS, the longest running and the largest fascist organization in the world today, the military of India, controlled by RSS. You know that military schools in our country, military academy, military schools are now outsourced, privatized. RSS is controlling. It's Vidya Bharati running military schools. From there, officers will be recruited to the Indian Army. Similarly, RSS is controlling the judiciary of India. That is why I said that we are in a darkest period. So this is the world situation today. Their enemy is Muslims. Number one enemy. What they are doing, they are now eliminating the citizenship right of Muslims in India. Muslims are denied citizenship rights. They are removed from electoral rolls. Election Commission is a tool of RSS. Election Commission is not an independent body today. We are in a darkest period of our history. I mean, not only Indian people, world people as a whole today is now going through one of the darkest periods in the entire history, because we know that today in Palestine, one of the biggest Holocaust, genocide is going on. The Zionist fascists with the backing of US imperialism, the number one enemy of world people, is now massacring, committing the biggest genocide in human history. Not even Hitler. Even Hitler could not do that much. And still, the international community is silent. Condemnation is there, statements are there, but no intervention. No physical, no intervention is there to stop it. That is why I said that we are in a darkest period. So this is the world situation today. And coming to the case of India, which is called the mother of democracy, Prime Minister Modi and the ruling party are saying that India is the mother of democracy, Vishwaguru, like that. But we know that RSS, the longest running and the largest fascist organization in the world today, is controlling this country. Why? RSS has hundreds of secret organizations, hundreds of secret and open organizations. And one of these organizations, just one, is BJP, the biggest political party in the world today. 20 crore members. That is only just one of the political tools of RSS. RSS has hundreds of secret and open organizations. This is only one. And that party is now ruling India. We can imagine what is RSS. Nobody knows the extent of RSS. RSS is claiming not a political organization. It is claiming only a cultural organization. A cultural organization. A cultural organization controlling the country composed of 146 crore of people, the most populous country in the world. RSS is controlling the military of India, controlled by RSS. You know that now the military schools in our country, military academy, military schools are now outsourced, privatized. RSS is controlling. It's Vidya Bharati is now controlling or building up, running military schools. From there, officers will be recruited to the Indian Army. Little we know about this. Similarly, RSS is controlling the judiciary of India. Yesterday we have seen 2 days before we have heard in papers, one retired Chief Justice of India, Chandrachud, what he said, Babari Masjid is the result of a desecration. It is erected by demolishing a structure which was already there. Who is Chandrachud? He was part of the judgment in 2019. In that judgment, the Supreme Court said there was no structure. There is no evidence that before Babari Masjid there is something. But now Chandrachud, after retirement, after superannuation, he says that Babari Masjid is erected by demolishing one structure. Why he is so saying? Because he is also advocating, now saying for the RSS. That is why I said judiciary is also suffernized. Police, our education, our culture, our scientific establishment, everything, our administration, the entire state power, not only state power, the street power of the country also is now controlled by RSS. The whole macro spaces, the whole micro spaces, everything is controlled. So that is why we say that India is in the firm grip of the biggest and the longest running fascist organization in the world today. This is the situation. It is not so simple. At the time of its founding, in 1925, within a few years, RSS declared Muslims are the number one enemy of India. Indian people were fighting against colonial Britain. We were fighting against colonialism. Thousands of martyrs were there. But RSS never fought against Britain. They were never part of the Indian independence struggle. If any RSS man is here, let him come forward and say, we were fighting British imperialism. RSS was the lackey of the bootlicker of colonialism. While Indian people were fighting against the Britishers, they were becoming martyrs. RSS was siding with the British, and now they are teaching us patriotism. RSS is now claiming that they are the patriotic organization. That is pseudo-patriotism, pseudo-nationalism. They are bootlickers of colonialism and now imperialism. That is RSS. Their enemy is Muslims. Number one enemy. What they are doing? They are now eliminating the citizenship right of Muslims in India. Muslims are denied citizenship rights. They are removed from electoral rolls. Election Commission is a tool of RSS. Election Commission is not an independent body today. Like every other institutions, it is also a tool of the executive, the Modi government. So now the Muslims are denied citizenship. They are disenfranchised, no voting rights. They are removed from electoral rolls. Not only Muslims, as already stated here, you may know that the question of Dalits, the working people of India, the most downtrodden, oppressed people of India, they are denied. They are not at all human beings. They are subhuman. Not only Dalits, even women, according to Manusmriti, the ideological basis of RSS. RSS ideological basis, RSS guideline is not Indian constitution. Their guideline is Manusmriti, and they are trying to make Manusmriti the Indian constitution. They tried it in 1949 and 50. They tried when Dr. Ambedkar was trying to or forming. They are writing the Indian constitution. RSS was putting forward Manusmriti as the Indian constitution. Now in the court from Supreme Court to the lower court, Manusmriti is being quoted. Judges are now making judgment quoting Manusmriti, not constitution. That is India. That is why we say that we are in a darkest period in Indian history. Not only that, RSS is a far right. Far right means it is pro-corporate. It is for Adani and Ambani. The Indian government, the Modi government, is now joining with Adani and Ambani. And Adani Ambani is now controlling the country. Our public sector, our national resources, everything is now thrown to these what is called crony capitalists who are integrated with, who are merged with the Indian state regime. That is crony capitalism. So this is the Indian situation. The most corrupt country in the world. Internationally, agencies are now saying India is not only the most poor country, the most poor country, world's absolute poor, more than 50% live in India. The most unemployed country. It is a wasteland of unemployment. While corporates are having the biggest concentration of wealth with them. The inequality is the higher and poverty is the highest. Unemployment is the biggest. That is India today. So the working class, the oppressed, the peasants and all toiling people are now facing the greatest threat in their history. And on the one hand, RSS is trying to make a fascist regime with the Manusmriti, anti-Muslimness, Islamophobia. That is on the one hand. On the other hand, it is serving the most corrupt far-right corporate capital. This is the situation that we are facing. I need not go into those details. What is our task? What we have to do? If we have to live, if we have to subsist, the only option before the Indian people is to overthrow, resist, challenge, overthrow RSS fascism from India. That is the immediate, the most urgent task of the Indian people today. That is why we are holding, CPIML Red Star is taking the initiative for holding an all India level convention in all states where the party is working. Today, not only in Tamil Nadu, in Kerala, in Karnataka, Andhra, Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh, Odisha, Bengal, Punjab and Maharashtra, all states in India, 14 states in India where the party is functioning, working, there this convention is going on today. Already started against RSS fascism. Asking not only party, joining with the most oppressed, joining with the minorities, the Muslim minorities, the Christian minorities, and the oppressed Dalits and women. So, the working class of India, joining with all the oppressed and exploited people, should unite together to overthrow RSS fascism from India. That is the only option before Indian people. If not, now in Tamil Nadu, you can speak like this. But in some other states, it is very difficult. You cannot hold a public meeting like this. Why? Their public meeting is restricted. Why? If we are not resisting RSS today, then we may not be able to speak tomorrow like this. That is why, even for fighting for the rights of workers, even for fighting for the democratic rights of the country, we have to overthrow RSS first. Therefore, friends and comrades, it is not the task of the communists alone. The communists alone cannot overthrow fascism today. You might have heard that during the colonial period, when Mussolini and Hitler were advancing with their fascism, the communists alone could not overthrow that. The communists at that time also, who were the biggest fighters against fascism, they united with all democratic and even ruling class forces. Even Stalin united with America and Britain also to overthrow Hitler and Mussolini. Today in India, therefore, our party, CPIML Red Star, is of the opinion that communists alone cannot, they are incapable, communists alone are incapable to overthrow fascism from India. We are openly saying. So the communists have to unite with all democratic, all secular forces, all oppressed people, all working class of this country. Only then fascism can be thrown from this country. So that is why when organizing these anti-RSS, anti-fascist conventions, anti-fascist offensive, our party CPM and Rastar is of the opinion that we have to unite with all democratic forces. They may have difference. We may have difference with other parties. We may have difference with other organizations. Let us set apart these difference for the time being. Let us unite on one single agenda. Let us unite on one minimum program. That is, defeat RSS, throw away RSS from India. That is the task of the Indian people today. Otherwise, tomorrow we may not be able to speak like this. That is why the political importance of this convention. I need not go into so much details here because all speakers are here. They will speak in detail. Just I am saying that CPIM and Red Star, we are taking up this initiative all over India, not only on September 27. Today, September 27 is the founding day of RSS. That is why to remind the people of India the threat that we have selected this date. Now we are continuing. December 6, when Babri Masjid was demolished by RSS goons, we know that Babri Masjid was demolished by RSS goons. And that day, December 6, CPM Natsar is going to have an all India convention in continuation of these state level conventions. So we are campaigning. And we request that all the oppressed people of India, all those who are denied citizenship rights, all those who are denied basic democratic rights, we know that the constitution is only in name. The constitution, its character, its structure is already demolished. Basic democratic rights have been taken away. Even reservation rights, reservation to Dalits, those reservation rights are also being thrown away. So the constitution is not there. Only parliament is kept. Some people, some of our friends are saying fascism is not there. Parliament is there. Friends, comrades, today Parliament is a spectator. Parliament is an edifice. Parliament is an onlooker. Policy decisions are taken in corporate boardrooms or in Nagpur headquarters of RSS. Policy decisions are not taken in Indian Parliament. You ask your MPs, policy decisions are taken by RSS headquarters in Nagpur or Adani, Ambani, corporate boardrooms where Modi, Adani, Ambani are sitting together. Their policy decisions are taken. Parliament is not for taking policy decisions today. It is only for keeping as a spectator before the people. So even though Parliament is there, fascism can flourish today. That is the difference between the 20th century fascism of Mussolini and Hitler, and fascism of the 21st century. In the 21st century, that is in the neoliberal period. Today, fascism can flourish by keeping Parliament as an onlooker, as a spectator. That is why Trump is doing. That is why neo-fascists in Europe are developing, keeping the Parliament. In India also, Parliament is now kept as a mere onlooker. Policy decisions are not taken there. Therefore, we must explain to our friends, we may explain to our close associates who are joining with us that even though Parliament is there, fascism is advancing because Parliament is now only an onlooker, a spectator. So we must build up people's struggles. Now fascism can be overthrown. Fascism can be resisted not by Parliament. Fascism, we have to use Parliament. I am not denying the importance of Parliament. I am not denying the importance of elections. We have to use it. But along with that, we have to build up people's power. We have to unite at the street. We have to overthrow RSS from the street. Only then we can overcome fascism. So therefore, our task today is to build up the grassroots level unity, initiative of the broad masses of the people who are against fascism today. That is why The immediate task of the Indian people today is fight, challenge, and defeat RSS fascism. Otherwise, there will not be any democracy. Now there is no democracy for us. If we speak, then we will be labeled anti-national. We will be thrown into prison. Those who are writing, those who are questioning the state, those who are questioning the policies of the government, they will be labeled as anti-national. They will be labeled as traitors. Laws are there. And many bad draconian laws are there. These laws will be imposed on people who are challenging, who are questioning the anti-people fascist policies of the government. Therefore, I am confining my presentation. I am briefly saying we must be vigilant. We must come forward for fighting against not only the economic policies, not only the anti-worker policies, not only the anti-farmer policies, not only the anti-people policies, not only for democratic rights, but also for protecting the oppressed people, the minorities, the Dalits and the Adivasis, all democratic sections, progressive sections, all communists and Democrats, all should join together to defeat RSS. That is the task of the people of India today. And with that perspective, this convention is held by party, not only in Tamil Nadu, all over India. And with these words, I conclude my presentation. On behalf of CPM Star Central Committee, I extend you greetings and the organizers of this convention, Tamil Nadu Committee, or greetings and revolutionary salute to you, comrades and friends. Red salute.